Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Swamp Thing Winter Special one shot. Okay, so the story, Tom King, Jason Fabok. It's good to see Jason Fabok actually writing, or excuse me, drawing a comic book instead of just a cover again. Always nice to see that. He does amazing covers, but he's actually a good artist for inside the comic book too. I don't know, whichever one pays him more, dude. You know. But this was good because this is increasing his resume, so to speak. All right. This was a good story that was made in the same vein as the older or more original Swamp Thing stories. Everything that you ever read about Swamp Thing that is good and memorable usually has something to do with death. So, reading this story and seeing the inevitability of this story, this entire first half of this comic, the one done by King and Fabok, was all of it just I don't know, a commentary on the inevitability of death, the inevitability of the winter cycle, and the idea that almost like it's impossible to resist that winter. Oh god, that winter is coming, that winter is here, that winter can't exist without death accompanying it. So, seeing the trees die and the green die, wither away into practically nothingness, and that there is no way um, for humans to, I don't know, for there. It's hard to really look at this because I don't know what that kid was. You know what I'm saying? Like that kid alone was allegory for something, and I just don't think that I was really able to put my finger on it. That's okay. The kid wound up getting frostbite, had to have something removed. I don't know what it was because it looked like his foot was still attached at the end when he was falling out, but whatever. Like, and then at the end, just wow, really good, really good. So then the second half of this comic, anyway, we had an unfinished script. I think the script was finished, but the words weren't put on yet by Len Wein. Mind you, Len Wein is the creator of Swamp Thing. He's been noted, that was in here also. He's been noted as saying, I can't believe, like every so often I just look back and I can't believe that I actually created Swamp Thing. I don't know what he said necessarily in the same tone because I'm not reading that. I'm just reading what's in this comic book about Wolverine, and his creation of that character. Usually, everybody universally considers that a much more beloved character, much more known character, but with Swamp Thing, there's just as many stories to be told at least, but more of those good stories have been told as opposed to just dude gets mad and goes on. This is no shade on Wolverine whatsoever. All right, just Len really didn't have too much to do with the further creation, the further story mode, so to speak, of Wolverine. But here he did. And since the words weren't added by Wayne, they didn't want to, I guess, taint his work. So they just left it. There are no words in this. Everything that is drawn here is drawn based on what Len Wein said he wanted in the script. He never got the chance to add the words, so we have to go by what we saw and just imagine what the words would be. There was some Cyrus Gold, good stuff in here. Solomon Grundy. After that, it's just a cool little story with Swamp Thing trying to overcome impossible odds. And it's more than just, beating up the bad guys. Swamp Thing is usually about a lot more than that. Anyway, I'm going to give this comic book an A-. This was really good. There was a lot of commentary in this, which I liked. I almost feel that there could have been a lot more. I know it sounds weird, right? I would have been okay with seeing 10 pages of script just talking about the character. A short little biography of Len Wein would have been nice in here because there's not a lot of people who even noticed his death or knew who he was, So it wouldn't have hurt to add that in. Either way, 80 pages for this comic book. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So basically that's 4 times the comic for only twice the price. Hard to complain. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.